Welcome to another episode of installation. In today's video we're gonna install CarPlay interface in this beautiful A8. When you receive a kit from us, in the box you'll find CarsGadget smart multimedia interface, a power cable, CAN bus cable, USB AV cable, LVDS cable, and antenna. Also you will get a small gift from us, a trim removal and an audio radio removal tool. And here is our recommended tools for the project. A trim removal tools provided. Audio radio removal tools provided. 8mm socket wrench, 10mm socket wrench, small flat screwdriver, flex steel wire or long zip tie, electrical tape, painter's tape. Also with this kit you can install optional rear view camera or front view camera, but that's gonna be another video. Let's begin. Remember, when work around car electronics, always disconnect negative terminal from the battery. So I'll go ahead and remove spare tire. Using 10mm socket or wrench, untighten 10mm nut on negative connector. After losing the connector, wiggle it up and put it aside. So you won't lock trunk accidentally, put the rack in the well of the locking mechanism. On the driver's side, using provided trim tool, pop up side panel. Then using an 8mm socket, remove 6 bolts from under steering wheel column cover, 2 on the side and 4 at the bottom. Grab panel by hands and pull it down, unfasten it from its clips. Then go ahead and disconnect connector from the headlamp switch. Now the panel is free and ready to be removed. Here is a better picture showing where 4 bolts are located underneath the steering wheel. Now let's go ahead and move to the passenger side and remove side panel. Now let's remove the glove box. Undo 2 8mm bolts on the side, 5 bolts inside the glove box, and then remove 2 bolts underneath the glove box. Here is a better view of all bolts locations in the glove box. Then what I like to do is using a painter's tape to cover up all piano wood panels so I won't scratch them during the installation. Same applied to steering wheel and gear shifter. Now let's remove 2 trim panels that cover MMI head unit. Undo 8mm bolt and remove first piece that easily can be done by hand. Now let's remove 2 more bolts. And now go ahead and remove second piece. Using a pry tool, remove climate control panel. Starting from the right corner, work your way towards the middle, then pop left corner. Now it's time to install CarsGadget CAN bus cable. Disconnect red connector from the climate control panel. Connect red connector into female CarsGadget CAN bus cable. To plug male connector into climate control, I found easier to disconnect black connector first, then connect CarsGadget male connector, and then reinstall black connector back in place. Now we need to run CAN bus cable to the glove box area. First, you need to run wire underneath plastic panel so it won't be on the way when you install climate control unit back in place. Here I am removing another trim piece. I thought it's gonna give me more room to run the wire, but it didn't, so it's an unnecessary step. You may skip this one. Using a steel wire or long zip tie, fish CAN bus cable outside to the glove box area. Attach CAN bus wire connector with electrical tape to the steel wire and fish it through the opening in the panel. Now go ahead and install climate control panel back in place and cover it with masking tape to protect from scratching. Using a provided special radio removal tool, go ahead and remove MMI head unit. To release keys from the radio, you need to press on the clips on the sides of the radio. In case it's gonna get stuck like right now, you need to use a small flat screwdriver and press on a small metal lever underneath the key. Now let's remove GPS and radio antennas. Using a pry tool, pull out white lock and disconnect connector. Go ahead and disconnect fiber optic cable connector. I figure it's better to cover silver trim on top, not to scratch it while moving radio around. Now disconnect OEM quad lock connector. To do so, you need to unlock the lever first and then pull out the connector. Now let's remove gray LVDS cable connector. First, press with a screwdriver and then wiggle it out. Now it's time to install CarsGadget power cable. First, run long end through the radio cavity, through the hole to the glove box area. Keep your cables organized. In a minute you'll see why it's important. Now let's install provided LVDS cable. Run long end of LVDS cable through the hole from the radio cavity to the glove box area. Connect OEM LVDS gray connector into provided female connector. Then pull out OEM LVDS cable outside the cavity to the glove box area so you have less wires behind the radio. Connect provided male connector into the radio's gray connector. Now let's connect OEM male quad lock connector into provided female connector. The lever must be pulled out before connecting two connectors together. Now install CarsGadget male connector into the radio. Connect fiber optic cable back in place. And reconnect both GPS and radio antennas. Now you can place radio back in place, but put it halfway, don't install it all the way before you test everything. Now at the glove box area you should have your power cable, LVDS cable and CAN bus cable, which you need to connect together with power cable. Now let's grab CarsGadget MMI unit. Connect LVDS cable in the green slot where it says LVDS. Connect power CAN bus cable in the slot where it says CAN. Also connect USB AV cable in a slot where it says USB video. Go ahead and attach antenna. And make sure the AP switch number 6 set to on position, meaning switch in down position. By the way, this would be your best place where to put MMI unit. If you cut off soundproofing, you can attach it to the glove box with the sticky tape or sticky Velcro. Go ahead, connect negative wire at the battery and test the system. Now if you also remove this trim piece, it's time to install it before you install the radio. I found another alternative location for the antenna. You can hide it behind this trim piece. The main goal, not to attach it to the metal surfaces. Now is the time for most complicated task, to line up the wires and install radio back in place. Since there is tiny space behind the radio, you need to line up wires properly. There is a pocket-like at the bottom of the cavity where you can place quad lock connector. At the same time, use a pry tool and press on a quad lock connector while you slide in radio back in place. I managed to do this task by myself, but it's definitely be better if somebody will help you. After you tested the system, ensure that everything works fine. Let's reinstall all trims back together. Go ahead and install radio lead back in place. And screw in back two 8mm bolts. Reinstall second cover. Simply snap it with the hands and reinstall 8mm bolt. Also make sure your drill set to the low impact. Now let's reinstall steering column cover back in place. Don't forget to connect light switch connector. Install 6 8mm bolts to the cover, 2 on the side and 4 at the bottom. Reinstall side cover back in place. Now let's reinstall glove box. Install 5 bolts inside the glove box. By the way, for this project I place USB cable inside the glove box for easy access for future update or using to watch movies from SD card. If you're an Android user or would like to use USB connection, you can grab one of these cables at our accessories page and install it in the armrest for more OEM look. Anyways, let's complete glove box installation. Tighten 5 bolts inside the glove box, 2 on the side and 2 at the bottom. A little bonus for you, I'm gonna show you how to replace air cabin filter in Audi A8. Undo 2 plastic screws by hand and remove rubber cover. Grabbing with your hand, unsnap cover from the air filter. Then simply pull out air filter. Then install a new filter and place all parts back together. After everything is complete, connect negative wire back to the battery. Go ahead and reinstall spare tire and remove rack from the lock. In order to use our system, you need to switch your media into AMI mode. You need to insert aftermarket AMI to 3.5 jack aux cable in order to activate AMI. Note, nothing has to be connected to the other end of the cable. After you insert the cable, you will be able to activate AMI mode. To access CarsGadget MMI system, press and hold navigation button. To connect your iOS devices, go to the phone link, connect mobile devices, then go to your phone settings, select Bluetooth settings, refresh screen, and in the MMI start new search. Searching for device, then you should see your phone pop up. Select it. After a while you'll see green icon pop up. Select it. Then follow prompts on your phone. And now you can enjoy CarPlay in your car. For more information about this kit, please visit our website. You can find link to our webpage in the description down below. We have this CarPlay Retrofit available for all Audi models starting from 2009 to present. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one.